Hello, my dears. We are back, and today I have a more advanced dragon eye tutorial for you. Um, so, first thing I want to note that is different is that we're going to do the pupil of the eye and right in the middle, but we're going to do it a bit different. What we're going to do with this one is we're going to kind of give it a little bit of a halo effect, where we're going to take one of our, I've got dark sepia and black here, and I also have the colors that we're going to be doing. Let me tell you what they are real quick. This is cream, and then I have terracotta, Indian red, and caput mortem violet. So, what we're gonna do is I'm going to take Indian red and actually do the pupil here. And we're actually going to kind of almost do this little bit of a halo on it, on the inside. And then we're going to blend that into the black of the pupil. Just to give it a really neat effect. And then what we're gonna do as we get this nice and dark, I'm just really rubbing that in there. Okay, I'm gonna go right back over that because I want this to be nice and vibrant as well. And then we're gonna take our black, and I need to sharpen it a little bit. We're going to go do a nice thin line. You could also do this with your pen or your fine liner if you wanted to. And just go around the outside of that. Just like that. So that our pupil is going to look really dark and really intense and just kind of have that extra oomph. Okay, so now I'm going to take the cream, which of course is going to be like the reflected light of the eye or whatnot, and I want it, of course, again, a little bit of a halo around the eye, and then I want it down here. A little bit on this side, mostly on this side. We're going to build. We're going to build all of our layers up. So I want to kind of rough out the colors and where we kind of want them, and then we can begin to blend them all together. This is the terracotta, and this will also help you see where I put the cream, because I know it's really light on the camera. And this will also help to be a blending color, because terracotta is really pretty and it's light, but it gets very intense, which we like for this. And then we're going to go up to the Indian red, so you can kind of see where this one will be. And again, make sure you want to get your edges. Always get your edges. You want them darker. You don't want them to be super light. Unless that's, of course, the effect you are going for. But in this one, we want all the edges to be nice and dark for the effect of that more recessed, set in look. And this is the Caput Mortem of Violet. This is going to be a lot of our shadow color, really. We're going to mix it in with black in order to really get those shadows going. Okay, so now we have kind of just a base of what we want the colors to be, where we want them to go. And we're going to go back down to the Indian red and start going in here and getting it nice and rich and vibrant with extra layers. Just like that. Go down to the Terracotta. And just really go in there. I'm going really, really light because I want to pull that cream back out in a second. And go in with the cream. Just really want to blend this right here and amp up that vibrancy of it. That looks pretty stinking good already, huh? I'm gonna go with the Indian red and really get this bottom part down here. Because the light's coming in and kind of creating this warmth inside the eye, but that doesn't mean there isn't that nice shadow around it. Yeah, like that. Okay, so I'm gonna take my black and start really getting into some of these corners of the eye, coming up here. And you've got the shadow all across the top because you've got the lid on top of the eye. And that's what's kind of giving it that super dark shadow, because there's definitely no light shining up there. I mean, these just come out really, really well, and I love them so, so much right now. Because it makes you think about an eye, and an eye is actually a sphere, and then you have to think about all the like lights and darks on it, and really push the contrast in order to get that, and it just looks fantastic. I'm going to do that, then we're going to come on top with put more some violet in order to make our shadow a little bit more natural looking. Let's see. Kind of want to do some more. I just really love how dark and inky it gets up here. You know, inky black. But then again, I really, really love contrast and the hype of it. So if you don't like that as much, that's fine. You know, don't do as much of it. Going back to the Indian red, because I feel like I want some more of it. It's a really beautiful, very lustrous, I think, color. It kind of gives like this goldenish effect, which I really like. Same with the terracotta. It's a very warm color. Kind of makes me think of maybe this dragon is like an Arabian Nights type dragon or something. Okay, so what we want to do here is we're going to do some of our little lines. But I like to have mine coming out from the eye. But you can do them as squiggles, you could do them as cracks like you would with a gem. You could do them however you would like. I'm just kind of doing like these little, I don't know, almost like petals or rays maybe. I don't know, I just made it up, so. I don't know if you look at actual pictures of eyes and stuff, they actually have like different patterns inside them, and very, very interesting if you ever go look at those. Personally, I don't like human eyes. I think they're a little bit creepy when people do those big pictures of like the human eyes. They're beautiful, don't get me wrong. I just find them a little bit on the creepy side, so I don't do them very often. But I do have a thing for dragons. I love dragons. I think I am a dragon sometimes. I don't know. And so then I just want to go in and gently kind of blend these, because I don't want these to be like super sharp lines. I kind of want them to be a little bit fuzzy. So that's just what I'm doing. But I think it gives it some character, you know? And that's pretty much it for the skin and whatnot. I have just a random brown. I think it's burnt umber. And I like to just go around the eye. And then almost like you would do eyelashes, I like to do like these little wrinkles, kind of make it feel like scales. So what I do for that is I take my black and I think, well, the skin coming in, so it would kind of come out like this. And then up here it would kind of change as you move around the roundness of the eye. So it's kind of like you would do with eyelashes. Although eyelashes wouldn't be straight and such like this. And as we turn around that eye, our curve turns a little bit so that it's the other way. And you can just go in and do a little bit of shading. Just like that. And there you go. Pretty cool. We gotta put, of course, our highlight on there to really bring that realism in there. Or the shine of it. Like, it already kind of feels like it's glowing, right? But that shine, it just gives it that feel that we want. Now you remember that this lid up here is casting that shadow, so it's going to have space in between the edge of the eye actually and the highlight. So you got to remember that, which is also important on actual regular gems too. You need to have that space. Come on, gel pen, you know you want to work for me. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. And I always like to make these a little bit bigger than I really want them, so that I can come back in and just clean them up a little bit. Let that dry for just a second. And then I'm going to grab my pencil here and then just go along and clean up my highlight. I think it needs to be broken up a little bit, so I'm going to break it up. And there we go. We have the dragon eye gem. So, if you have any questions, definitely go down, let me know. I'll answer them as I can. So, as soon as I see them, really. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.